Just a simple microphone test, hello. Just a simple microphone test, hello. Yeah, I think you can hear me. Perfect. This is working. Konnichiwa from the legendary Fuji International Speedway, located in the breathtaking Shizuoka Prefecture of Japan. As you can probably remember, this circuit, very classic one, with very unforgettable corners and very unforgettable moments in the history of motorsport. Built in the 1960s, Fuji was the backdrop of the dramatic 1976 F1 title decider, where Niki Lauda and James Hunt fought for a championship in a rain-soaked thriller of a race. And decades later, in 2008, Robert Kubica and Felipe Massa were engaged in a very fierce battle, wheel to wheel, in a similar conditions. And right now, history is set to be written once more, as today we mark the first ever PRS Superformula Lights race in a wet conditions here at Fuji International Speedway. The rain is falling, the track is slippery, and the tension is high. My name is Mikołaj Skulski and I welcome you for another classic in the making. Hello. Yeah, so we have 13 drivers today in the grid. Sorry, I was about to sneeze. I had to stop it. I was about to sneeze in the whole intro. It was too perfect. We have 13 drivers on the grid. I think even more. What's wrong with the sneezing? Yeah, 14 drivers. I think with Jonas Schöberg joining us as well. We've been missing a couple of drivers from the top teams. I don't see Diego and I don't see Josh, I think, which is a shame for River Racing and Ambar Racing. Can you hear me? Is everything working? Nice intro. Okay, perfect. And thank you. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, let me switch to a proper race overlay. As you can see, the track is very wet. So like very wet. No, it's not that wet, I think, but it's wet enough for people to just spin and crash. So we might see a little bit of an action here. As you can see, the track is not dry at all. Oh, and somebody is spinning as we follow Juan Manuel Gutierrez in a very interesting Heinz Benz Motorsports livery. I think he is oh, Josh is here. Okay, sorry. So I was wrong. Josh is racing today. So I was about to say he is replacing Josh very faithfully, but Josh is here on the grid. And him and Shal, I think they are running a very interesting special livery for today, which looks like a combination of two different liveries. And we are about to start the qualifying in 5 minutes. So yeah, let's go through the whole through the results. I think should be the best. Let me see. And yes, I'm getting more professional with every commentary. Now we have a proper intro. Maybe in like next round I will be even more prepared. As people are just getting off the track all the time. So I am feeling this is gonna be a very chaotic race. I really hope so, because I want to go mad after what happens at Charlotte. That was a very interesting and fun race to commentate. Probably not the greatest race for a couple of drivers there, but for commentary it was something else. Non-stop action, non-stop mistakes, crashes, fierce fights on the track, everything you really want to have to enjoy racing. So let me see standings. Let me see how its standings are right now. So I think, yeah, after Charlotte, team standings are as it looks like. River Racing, 7 wins out of 14 starts. The only other driver to win a race was Shane Ross, as Shabetron won 7 out of 8 races we've done. I'm counting feature races and sprint races. And they lead quite a lot. 196 points compared to 88 points of Amber Racing, which is Stefcho and Diego, who is not racing today, I think. And there is as well Messi Goat Racing in 3rd position. 8 starts, 1 win, which is quite interesting, as they have less starting drivers than less starts than Amber Racing, and they have only 5 points less. So standings are looking quite dominant, but as well quite close for P2 and P3. So we might see something interesting today. Nemanja, the unbiased Kubica fact. I wasn't even thinking to like go full Polish bias here, but yeah, that battle was something else. And something else are the textures here on track. They look so bad compared to the other textures. Let me see. What's gonna work best here on this track? Suspension. Let me see. Oh, this camera is nice. Every track has a slightly different cameras, like the same, but like the different angles. So I need to just find out what will be best for racing. And as always, we'll have the typical format of racing. Oh, somebody's going backwards there. We will have qualifying, which is, I think, 10 minutes long or 15, something like this. Then after that, very prepared commentator. And then after that, we will have a feature race and then a sprint race. The feature race is with safety cars. The sprint race is not, so I am smelling something very chaotic in the second one. As you can see, Charles is completely invisible in the wall of rain behind, I think, Juan. So the visibility is quite tough to probably judge movements in those very wide but as well technical corners, especially in the sector 3, where you have to just nail those apexes, as the entry and the exit is not quite, you know, like the easy geometrical line. It's quite sharp, so you have to really aim the car towards the apex, which in slippery rain conditions I think will be something. And something is about to happen as we are progressing to the qualifying in couple of... Yeah, we are starting right now, I think. Who will be the first driver to leave the pit? I like those cameras, quite nice. It's quite interesting. Hello G! Mighty Gregorios, and hello Togwa! The boys are here. 10 people watching. Good to see you all. Qualifying is about to start. You can hear me just right. Yes? Is everything working? Yeah. Okay. It's perfect. I don't see people leaving pit lane. Oh, they are. It's just... Yeah. Just again the... Is it solo quali? Okay. I'm kinda confused, but yeah, we'll deal with it. I feel like I am more and more confused every time we just have a qualifying session, but yeah, it is what it is. And we are with Stefcho Stefanov, who will be starting his first lap. Oh, fighting with the car quite a lot here. You can see how slippery it is here. Oh, yeah, again another counter on the exit, and it will be quite a lot. We'll go from the cockpit camera because I think it will show just how tough it might be when you don't see a corner. You want to just have a perfect exit, but it's quite slippery. Oh, the car does not want to turn at all. Can hear the tires squeaking quite a lot. As you can see, he is struggling quite a bit. Probably most of the drivers are, but this track is unforgiving. Like the first sector, okay, it's quite fast, quite wide, and okay, but then there is a third sector, which is we are about to enter now. It's second and third, I think. So quite slow chicanes, and you just go uphill just to have kind of blind corners, and it's like slower corners where you think you can just accelerate, but no, you just cannot go full throttle at all because you just go off the track. So we have to be really thinking what you are doing and how technical you want to be. And Stefcho, I think, will be finishing his lap right now, unless it was not a clean lap. Yes, he is. He's the first driver to do the lap, and at this moment he is faster by a whole half of a second compared to Shane Ross. I think we haven't done a wet race before in PRS. There was supposed to be a wet session in the Silverstone, but it didn't happen, I think. Charvatron finding almost a second compared to Stefcho. He is a quite an interesting driver in the rain conditions. Oh, and Stefcho is spinning. Not a quite good run for a Bulgarian driver. We're on board with Charles. Taking those curbs like they're nothing. He's not scared at all. Stefcho, I think, was very hesitant toward touching the curbs at all. Oh, and he's just like perfectly drifting through those corners. I don't see his delta, but it's just, I don't know, the car just perfectly turns where it needs to go. I don't know if it's faster, because, you know, like sometimes drift looks like it's faster, but it's not. But I think it will be. Oh my god. He found 3 seconds compared to any other driver. This is intense. This is a pure domination from Charles. Yeah, he is using grip husks, and yes, it is called driving well. I know. But from what I've seen now, I haven't seen that clean of a lap here. Josh Brooks currently a third fastest driver here on track. 3 minutes to go, and it's good to. Charles to press insert. Alien V2 mod client, yeah. Charles, just don't use the grip hacks, please. We want a very nice race here. His 139.4 is still unbeaten, as a couple of drivers have done their laps. And a couple of drivers didn't. Shady Amat is one of the drivers who doesn't have a time. Right now he has its eighth result, 1:43.7. Charles with even faster lap, 1:39.2. This is something else. Josh Brooks has improved, but it's still 3 seconds slower than Charles. So any other driver looks pretty close to each other, like from P2 to P6 it looks quite close. Let me see, Shane Ross maybe. The only other winner right now than Charles Bertrand, and he is currently P6. Some drivers have improved, but nowhere close to how Charles fast is. Yeah, it is something else. I would like to arrest him. This is not cool. I want a close battle, not something like I don't know, Senna at Monaco or something. Oh! And Austin Armstrong having a huge moment 50 seconds before the end. Josh Brooks is saying something, but I have a chat muted. Maybe better for the stream. The drivers are not establishing new laps, I think. Oh, Shane Ross is finishing his lap right now. We are 20 seconds till the end, so I think. Oh no, he's entering the pit lane. So I think not much will change. Shady Ahmed has improved. P2 141.8. It is still 2.7 seconds slower than the time Shalbatron did. It is 2.6 actually. It is absolutely terrific. A perfect lap and a perfect driving. Amazing. I hope you can hear all the sounds. Yeah, you can. I'm just checking after my mistake a few rounds ago. Hello, Jonathan. Yeah, I think it didn't change. I would even say Charles is even better. Charles is even better. And we are on the grid right now. Let me just go through the whole order. Shalbatron starting from the pole position in the feature race. On the second place there would be Shady Ahmed, and behind him Josh Brooks. Then with a very interesting result, especially after kind of not so mistake-free race at Charlotte. Juan Manuel Gutierrez at P4, then is Stefcho Stefanov P5, Adam Ahmed P6, Shane Ross P7, Austin Armstrong P8, Jean Blanchette P9, Jonas Scherberg P10, Oliver Lemaitre P11, Carter Kraus P12, Andre Leonel with P13, and there is Joseph Salinga at P14. Green flag, and here we go at the Fuji International Speedway as Shalbatron is having an excellent start as always, and there is quite a lot of drivers going almost 4 wide there towards the first corner. Shalbatron leading. There is some collision, I think. No, it looks rather clean, as Josh Brooks is having an excellent start as well, with P2 result for him after the start. Shady Ahmed has dropped to P3 and he is now being chased by Stefcho Stefanov, as we have a couple of drivers in a very, very close combination here. Is it Jean Blanchette going right around the outside, and he does, and he overtook 3 cars. Oh, there's somebody losing control. It's Jonas Juan Manuel Gutierrez with a very, very bad start, dropping to P11. And now Jonas is fighting with Austin Armstrong. Austin is... Oh, Jonas is spinning, and he has spun, losing a lot of ground, as Austin right now is chasing Jean Blanchette. Jean in the black car in front of him. And there is also battle between Ollie and Shane. Oh, what a almost a dive bump, but yeah. It is right now a rather clean of a race, and as you can see in the spray, there is not much you can see. Maybe let's go to the cockpit camera. It looks like it is expected to be Jean Blanchette on the inside, and he has spun, binned it into the wall, and I think not the result Jean wanted. In the meantime, let's see, Shane Ross is battling against Ollie. There is Austin Armstrong on his inside. Oh, it was very, very close between those two. Still not a contact between them, which is nice. I'm looking if there was a driver with a very good start, and I think Oli Lemaitre, he has got 6 positions from the start, so it's a very good result from him. And let me see at the front as Shady Ahmed is pushing harder and harder on Josh, who is currently P2. Josh overtook Shady on the first lap, but right now Shady is trying to regain the position as fast as he can. And Charles is already 5 seconds in front of Josh after the second lap. This is something else. Did I say Oliver? Olivier, I mean, yeah. It might be my brain doing shortcuts and just missing I there. As Josh is still defending against Shady, as Shady is going down the inside, and he is victorious in this battle between those two drivers. Let me switch to Josh. No, he is not. Josh is still there, going side by side against them. But Shady is still in front of Josh. Josh is still trailing him as well, and I think Shady with his defensive driving style will make Steffcho getting even closer to them, as he is already 1 second behind them. Josh is trying to find a spot to overtake, but it's not so easy in the wet conditions, where the dry line and the wet line are just next to each other, so you just cannot do the move you usually could, because you can just use the lose the traction. Sorry, I'm quite tired today, so I'm just trying to make my brain work, as there is crash between Adam Ahmed and I think there was Shane Ross involved into that. Not so sure. Austin Armstrong in the meantime fighting with Olivier Lemaitre. Go from the cockpit camera. As you can see, the car in front, being Steffcho Stefanov, is spraying quite a lot, so it also makes the visibility of the corners not so easy to follow. As you can see, there is not quite a lot you can see. I'm fighting with the car quite a lot. Steffcho still keeping his P4 after being after feeling a pressure from Austin Armstrong. And as you can see, Oli has managed to get close to them, and Josh has dropped from Shady. It is 2 seconds, so now Josh has to defend against at least 4 drivers. I think there's also Shane behind them. Yeah, there is also Shane Ross. So it's quite a train, and all of the drivers are very hungry for P3. So a lot can happen, as Shane Ross is trying to find enough of traction to just make a move on Olivier. You see? I'm trying, Jack. I'm trying. How you enjoy the race so far, as there is a crash between Shane and Ollie? What has happened? I was about to say how you enjoy the race so far, and I think those two drivers are not enjoying the race. As let me switch to the replay. There was a two wheels touching, and the crash looked quite terrific. Let me switch again to the other view. Slight touch, cars flying, and looked like a big one. Charlotron in the meantime with a very comfortable lead. 6 seconds. And I don't think there is a safety car. Or is he? Because I can see, yeah, there is a safety car. There is a safety car. Okay. So he's quite a big lead after just 6 laps has dropped because of a safety car, but I don't think it will make his race tougher. He still has a lot of pace. There's some confusion, I think, between Juan and Jonas. I think it's sorted out now, but it looked like they're just going side by side. Juan is having a quite a race. Whoa! When I cursed him, Juan has spun, and that didn't change his position much, as a lot of drivers either DNF'd or just... Is he casually rejoining? Is it allowed? I don't know. This is quite something. Now he's being overtaken. Yeah, I think this is the position where he was before. So yeah, I was about to say Juan is having quite of a race. P4 dropping to P6 right now, and before he dropped even to P12, I think. But quite a lot of drivers having troubles. We've lost already Jean Blanchette, Andre Leonel, and just after 1 lap. Let me see what happened to Andre though, because I didn't see that. I think he will just lose the traction here. Where is he? Oh, he was absolutely murdered by Carter, I think. Yeah, dive bomb, and he lost the control and took Andre out. And this man, Shady Ahmed, he was P2, lost the position for the gentleman behind him, Josh Brooks, and then he retook it right before the safety car was deployed. Shane, Ollie are, I think, should be back, I think. They are being towed right now, so still they are not on the track. And as you can see, quite a lot of drivers, including our race leader, are in the pit lane. So we have a new race leader, which is Shady. Charlotron currently leading the queue of drivers making their pit stops, and as you can see, the two cars there being absolutely totaled, which is Ollie and Shane. Shall with a slightly longer pit stop, losing a position for Stefcho Stefanov and Austin Armstrong, so it didn't look like a perfect stop for him. Behind him there is Adam Ahmad, who is, I think, looking for a slightly better result than before. Did he get any points? Yeah, he has 4 points currently on him. Pardon me for lack of emotions, but the safety car, it's with a couple of drivers not racing right now, and another couple being in the pit lane. It's not something exciting, but we should get a little bit more racing soon, as we still have 15 laps to go. Juan Manuel Gutierrez currently P3. So how are you doing, boys? I can see Charlie is quite happy to see some drivers crashing, and I think since we are still under the safety car, are we going another lap, or let me see? Because I'm thinking about playing replays, but it depends on what the sea is doing. I think we are going for another one, yes. So let me come back to Juan, which was like 1 or 2 laps ago. That was quite a something. What a drift here, and Stefcho avoiding all the mess. Let me move to Andre again. There was another incident there on track, I think. Oh, he just stopped. Okay, so not this one. Let me see Jean Blanchette. Yeah, it was when his span crashed. And there was also another incident which started a safety car. It looked very, very brutal, to be honest. And those two are back on track after being towed and fixed. And let me switch to a chopper camera, I think, which should be the best for the restart. Josh Brooks currently in P2. He hasn't made his pit stop yet, as well as Shady Ahmed and Juan Manuel Gutierrez Rodriguez. And they are the only drivers to stay out on track. Are we doing the mandatory pit stops in the wet conditions, or you can go in the one tire? I don't know. Can somebody just let me know? I'm gonna get taken out, said Shal. I can curse you if you want to, because I think we need blood and sweat. Maybe not sweat, because you will be cleaned anyway because of the rain, but we like gladiators fighting, so you know, who knows. But Shal is in a quite interesting companion. He has Adam Ahmed behind him, Stefcho in front of him. They've made contact, I think, once or twice. One was in the pre-season race, and the one was, I think, in the Silverstone round, which was the first round. I think so. Shal is currently P6, being the fastest driver on track, and you can guess by how much. Mostly by 2 seconds compared to the fastest laps of all the drivers here. The closest one to be anywhere close to Shal was Austin, and we are under a green flag as safety car has rejoined to the pit, and Shady Ahmed with excellent restart as Josh Brooks is trailing him, and there is a crash between Charles Bertrand and Stefcho Stefanov, and I could smell it that it was gonna happen, and it happened. So yeah, the curse is quite strong today, as Charles Bertrand has a little bit more of a work here after making a pit stop. I don't think he has a damage, but he dropped to P10, and he has quite some work to be done to just get where he was before, as Austin Armstrong is 0.3 of a second behind Juan Manuel Gutierrez. Juan staying on the outside. Now he is a better line towards that corner, but he just lost the traction, I think. And Austin is in front of Juan. As Shane Ross is going around the outside on the hairpin. Oh, there's a car speeding in front of Shane. I think it was Austin, and Austin has spun. And now Shane is trailing the Swedish driver Jonas Sjöberg. He is in the slipstream. Let me switch to a proper camera here, as they're going side by side to the first corner. But Shane is not making a move right now. He, I think, backed off. There will be a better place to make a move. He also looked like he dropped quite a bit, as Stefcho Stefanov is also dropping slightly in pace, as Jonas is using it and getting closer and closer to him. But as you can see, Shane Ross is absolutely flying right now. He has found a better traction here. I think there was Coca-Cola corner, if I'm being correct. It's like the best names of the corners, like Coca-Cola. Oh, Jonas is spinning and drifting into Stefcho. Which is allowing this gentleman to just get one more position. Jonas currently has dropped to P11. Let me see. He is back on track. I don't know how significant the damage is. I'm not so familiar with the iracing damage models in those cars, so I don't know, but it didn't look like a very nice hit. And Stefcho is in the pit lane indeed, so I think he also got quite a damage, which is unfortunate, especially when you consider he was in the pit lane a couple of laps ago. A few laps. Ah yeah, very long replay, sorry. I thought I just clicked it and it didn't. Yeah, sorry, I'm just like trying. I did probably the third screen. I got second screen, it was okay, but it, I don't know, probably third screen will be alright. And alright is the situation for Charles Patron, who has made a comeback to P7, overtaking Olivier Lemaitre, and George Brooks looks like he has some sort of an incident, as he has spun and lost a very decent track position, which right now is this gentleman is brutally using, as he is about to overtake Juan Manuel Gutierrez for P2. Shane Ross has made a comeback and he is currently second driver on track, as Shady Ahmed is leading, but him and Juan are the only drivers who didn't make their mandatory pit stops, I think. They still have 10 laps to do so. Charles Bertrand is getting another position. He's P5 right now. I think we should stay with him. It is quite a challenge for him, as he has a tail in form of Austin Armstrong, 7 tenths behind him. But Charles' pace looks decently enough to just get closer. He was fastest by 1 second than Shane Ross, who is currently second, and Shane Ross was 2 seconds faster than Shady Ahmed, but Shady has an advantage of 4 seconds gap. Charles is about to make another move on a driver in front of him, which is Carter Krause. Charles is staying away from the spray. Yes, Nemanja, I need to work on the overlays still, but I think with the overlays it is a little bit more professional than we had in AF. So I'm still getting used to that. Charlie is just racing on the different physics. It looks like he is not caring about the rain at all. He has a traction everywhere. And Carter is not, as you can see. Carter is struggling quite a lot here. And Charles makes another move. He is P4 right now. So the river might be back. As one river is back and one river car is in the back. As Josh Brooks is looking at the mayhem in front of him. It was Olivier who had, I think, a contact with was it Jonas? Let me see, and I promise you I will switch the overlay again. No, I think he will just spin on his own. Yeah, he just spun on his own. Okay. And now the overlay should be correct one. Let me switch to Carter, sorry. Half of a second behind. Oh, and Carter's going off! Oh my god. Yeah, today the commentary is not as great as it was going 1 week ago, but I think my curse is back. I am about to curse every driver here on track as Carter Cruz is going wide again. And Charles is half a second behind Juan, who is still on one set of tires. P3 currently. Charles is very, very cautious and careful, I think, around Juan. Because it looks like he's just waiting. Nemanja, I can see you playing No Man's Sky, so don't do it, watch the race. As Charles is in the slipstream. And just like that, making a move on Juan Manuel Gutierrez. Will Juan do any response? No, he's not. If anything, the car is making a response that probably doesn't want to go, and there is a car being parked on the left side of the track. It was Shane Ross. What happened to Shane Ross as he was leading, I think? Let me see. Will he just go wide or just lose a... Yeah, he touched the wet patch, I think, on the line or something, and just lost the traction completely. And he has spun again as I just literally switched to him in this moment. Again, touching the wet curbs and spinning. And we are back to the reality as Austin Armstrong is fighting with Juan. I think Juan is in this part of the race where he will be just dropping more and more in positions. But he still managed to go victorious through the first corner. Wrong camera, sorry. Yeah, that's good. I am on the second monitor. I want to be on the first monitor, Nemanja. I want to be I want to be the main spectacle here. as I think the main spectacle right now, considering how big the gaps are, is Austin Armstrong. Austin is half a second behind Juan Manuel Gutierrez and still is unable to overtake him on track, but it might happen on this lap as they are very close, but I don't think closer than before. I think it still stays around 0.7 second. Currently half a second of a gap, so maybe something will happen. 4/10. But now Austin is quite cautious here. A very good drive from him. 4 positions gained in the race right now. Oh, he is cantering the steering wheel quite a lot. And I hope that I won't curse him because... Oh! Another snap here! This is quite of an... I don't know, I should shut up. Because whenever I just want to say it's a very good and mature drive from him, and he had 2 snaps already, so I'm like, I don't know, very hesitant to say anything. Oh, again, taking the very wet curbs, but it looks like the curbs are nothing for Charles. He can touch the curbs and nothing happens, but any other driver, they just make the car go in every direction but not where it's supposed to go. The fight still goes between those 2 drivers. Team USA and Team Spain battling on track. Juan is still making the use of those tires. Is this a last lap, I think? Because like the timer stopped and I don't know if there's a number of laps or is a... But if it is, it might be a new race winner. Shady Ahmed with an excellent drive right now. No pit stop. I think we don't do pit stops in the wet conditions, right? Like, they are not mandatory. Because I can see him and Juan not making them. So yes, let me see. Charles is, although very close, less than a second. And I think, yes, Shady Ahmed is a race winner. It was the last lap indeed, so the timer was correct. Charles P2 and Juan Manuel Gutierrez. Juan Manuel Gutierrez, P3, Austin Armstrong having a very nice spin and just hitting Juan in the process. Carter Cruz with P5, Josh Brooks making his appearance and other cars here. What is wrong with those physics? Jesus Christ. Yeah, Josh Brooks P7, Olivier Lemaitre P8, Shane Ross P9, and Stefcho Stefanov bringing 1 point here. We are about to see okay, so Shady Ahmed, congratulations for winning the feature race. Charles, congratulations on P2, and Juan. You did it. You did it. A P3. I think in his third race here, so quite a decent result. With new faces on podium here. 2 drivers not making a pit stop. Charles did a pit stop, but he just said on the chat, forgot it was a timed race. This game is really horrible. Lost 3 seconds from taking tires because they overheated for 1 second. Yeah. So that's what happened. Yeah, Charles, like I'm always confused as you. Sometimes it is the number of the laps. Sometimes it goes by the time, and I never know because when I'm prepared, yes, this is the race where the number of laps is the valid method to just assume when the race ends, and then no, it's not. It's a timed race, and then it is the vice versa, basically. So I don't know. Like, there's always something to confuse me here. Are we going to have a race without the confusion in this season? I don't know. 2 minutes to go. Couple of drivers, few drivers actually. What is wrong with those physics? Are making their warm-up appearance. It's always by time. I think one time it wasn't. It's Interlagos, but I think in Laguna Seca it also wasn't. So it was like 2 times. Yeah, I think it was like 2 times. I don't know. Maybe I didn't know at Laguna Seca. Okay. But I'm still confused. Maybe Togwa, you can just prove him better and just join the track, okay? As the drivers are now making the demolition derby. Let's go, Togwa. Show them. Buy me iracing. There will be a Black Friday soon, right? So Shall just admit your grip hack has turned off, and I think I prefer the demolition derby right now than any racing. What deals does it have? I think if you just join for the first time, it's like 50% off, and then when you there's a car on the tires. Wow, that's something. And I think for like any other year when it's like you're not making a new account, but you just like rejoining the subscription, renewing it. I think it's 20%, something like this. Stefanov starting from the reverse grid pole position. Behind him is Shane Ross, who was very close to win the feature race, but it didn't happen. And I hope my voice and energy will be back, because I really need it, and I think you really need it. Let's have an amazing race right now. 14 drivers on track. Stefcho starting. 13 seconds to go. Green, 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 and here we go. Stefanov, I think, overslept as Oli is having much better start than him, going on the outside. But I think he won't make a move here. Oh, he lost the traction. Yeah, I was right, and Josh Brooks is right behind him, and Shane Ross is still P2 as well, and yeah, the positions didn't change as much as I expected them to go, but Josh Brooks is, I think, looking for much better result than he had in the previous race, so he has a lot to prove in the opening laps here. As you can see, he's trying to find a decent line with a decent grip, and which will allow him to overtake Oli, but struggling quite a lot, and as you can see that there was no grip here, and the British driver has dropped to P8, and I think Charles Bertrand is also struggling. Currently P3, getting 3 positions at the start, but still the grip is not optimal, I think. And just a rule for this race, we are not having the safety cars in the sprint races, so if something happens, it happens, and you just have to live with it. And I've lost the cursor. I wanted to show this battle as Austin Armstrong is fighting, and Stefanov is fighting as well. I think this is more important battle, so I will show it right now as we are going with Stefcho. Stefcho has lost the lead for nobody else than Shane Ross in the Messi livery. Messi Goat team right now having a revival in this race, as Shane is again trying to show that he can win another race. Josh Brooks and Jonas are dropping in positions right now. We'll come back to what happened there, as Oli is fighting with Austin for the last step on the podium. Austin with a late braking, but he still cannot get rid of Oli, and they made a contact. Was it a netcode? It looked slightly like it. In the meantime, this gentleman who has got his first PRS podium in the very, very cursed livery, Juan Manuel Gutierrez, is looking for an opportunity to overtake Shady Ahmed. Let's show Joseph. I didn't show Joseph for a while. I think I didn't give him any time in this race, so he just lost the fight with Jonas. Juan is saying something on the voice chat, so I think it's for the best that I have it muted. As he is following 2 blue cars in front of him. Charles Bertrand already on P3. I don't know how he is doing that, but he's not a human being. I think he is a proof that UFO are a thing, because he is using a different technology and a different set of skills, as he is quite close to Stefcho Stefanov. Stefcho is defending as much as he can, but he probably doesn't want to make another contact with him, and Charles Bertrand is currently regaining second position. Not actually regaining, because he started on the 9th position, but he's back on the podium, this is what I meant. And let me see. We don't have full ovals in this car. We are supposed to do the IndyCar season, but there's a battle for P3, sorry. Let me show it, as Stefcho is struggling in this part of the race. I think he will lose another position, as Adam Ahmed is also feeling like it is a time to just finish the overtake. Oh, it is very close to make a contact, but two drivers giving each other respect, so I think it's very good racing right now. I hope so. I hope that there won't be any cursed moments. As Adam is looking for another spot. I love this track so much. It's very intense. Probably in the wet conditions and with those cars, and maybe like how Charles is performing, it looks a little bit less exciting than it should be, but I still enjoy it quite a lot. It's a very old school object, I think, which was meant to be an oval at some point in the 60s, but they just reprofiled it towards a more of a classic track. It just changed over the years. F1 hosted 4 races here, 2 in the 70s and 2 in the mid 2000s, with the last one being in 2008, which I think is one of the most iconic races. In the wet conditions, I mean, especially with the battle between Felipe and Robert, which was quite a thing. Quite a thing is going to happen here, as Charles Bertrand is on the tail of Shane Ross. Shane Ross, I think, does not have much to answer, as Charles is already 1 second faster, and as you can see, Shane looking for every inch of a less wet track to just gain as much traction, as much grip as he can. But Charles is something else. He can complain on the game, he can complain on the physics, on the tires, on the rain and everything, but he still does his best, and he still shows that he has something which is a benchmark for all those drivers to just follow. As you can see, he is right on the gearbox of Shane, but Shane is still not giving up. I think that might be a very fierce battle for at least a few laps. The dive bomb wasn't a good idea, or maybe Charles was just trying to disturb the peaceful line from Shane, maybe just trying to make him into making a mistake. I don't know, I just cannot get in those in his head right now, as Charles is probably on a totally different level of thinking, as he's trying to find an opening. Shane is making a mistake. I think he finally did it. He was his intention was to make Shane to make a mistake, and I think that might be it. Quite a difference on pace here. Two excellent drivers going wheel by wheel. And Charles is still not being able to overtake him as Shane stays in front. Charles going down the inside. Oh, almost contact here. Oh, Jesus. That got me out of nowhere, as this fight is also ongoing. But Charles has made a lead, and there's something happened to Shane. I didn't show it. Let's move to the replay. Was there a contact? Did he spun on his own? I think he did. I think he did. So Charles Bertrand right now is leading. Not quite a nice race for Shane. He had two excellent halves of the feature and the sprint, but he is quite unlucky to just finish as a winner, or at least a podium finisher. I think there are some troubles for Stefcho. Did he make a contact with Juan? No, too much throttle. Spinning in the process, losing the front wheel. A race to forget for a Bulgarian driver. Shane going side by side with Juan. Maybe a podium is in the reach of Shane. Still 5 laps to go. He has a pace. Not the pace to win, and Juan going straight. Oh. I thought he hit the wall, but he didn't. Let me see some fights on the track. The dirty air is so bad. Holy shush. And the laughing. I won't be swearing, okay? This is the professional Christian stream here at PRS. Yeah, okay. This is what you mean. I thought that I should use the TV cockpit cam, but you mean that for like racing, so it would be better. Okay. Yeah. Now I get it. That might be a colonial war going soon, as Team O Canada is fighting against the British Lion from the river racing. I think Carter stays in front of Josh. Will Josh be able to respond? To make a response? Respond? I don't think so. At least not now. I think if... Oh, Carter is spinning! I don't know how I do it, but every time I show somebody, I'm saying no, it's not a time for him to make a move, it's not going to happen, and there's somebody just spinning. It's a little bit more chilled race than before. It's like very chill. It's not a lot of like intense moments happening. It's mostly people just spinning. I expected it to be a little bit more closer, to be honest, but maybe it's better to have a bit more physical race, but less intense than Charlotte. You can see how much Austin is fighting with his steering wheel. Adam Ahmad, in the meantime, has managed to catch the Belgian driver, and he has made a move. Olivier still close to respond though, and you can see in the back there is Shane Rose. Juan Manuel Gutierrez having the night of his life, as he got 2 spots in the sprint race, and right now he's P6 looking for another spot. Only losing a spot as Adam Ahmad has made a move for P2. 3 minutes to go. And I think Froley beaters are doing well, as Froley currently is not racing, he has DNF'd. There's quite a lot happening right now. Charles having a very comfortable lead, 9 seconds almost. Oh, the car doesn't want to turn for the Belgian driver, but he probably knows that he has maybe one more lap to do to make a move, and I think he is kind of making peace with himself to just admit that it might be quite tough to get Adam, as he has 1.5 second. It will be quite a challenge for him. But you never know what can happen in the wet race. Juan has dropped 1 position, if anything. Let me switch to this man. He's just driving on 0 AI. He's basically sweeping not only the water but all the competition right now. 10 seconds of a lead. You can barely see Adam in the back. You can think, nah, it's not that quite it's not that far on the starting straight, but when you go to the corners you can see Charles, but you don't see Adam, and he just basically makes a corner after a corner. And Juan Manuel Gutierrez on a last lap right now, as you can see, white flag here, continuing his battle against Adam. Austin. What am I saying? And those two are just fighting till the end. But Juan is staying in front as Austin is following him to the couple to the few last corners, I mean. And let me switch for a while to this gentleman, as he is again continuing his streak of winning at least one in every round. Charles Bertrand crossing the line right now, as he is a winner of a sprint race here at Fuji. A dominant display of a pace. Quite unlucky in the first race, actually, in the feature. Adam Amat, P2 finisher, and Ollie has made it P3 for him. Shane will be quite unhappy to finish P4. And is Austin making a move on Juan? No, I think Juan is in front. Yeah, he is. By 3/10 behind. Juan having an absolute blast for him. A Spanish driver getting a podium and P5. A very good result for him. Shady P7 and Josh Brooks, the last driver in points, P8. That was something. Okay, so let me just go through the results. So Juan was P3 in the sprint. There was Charles P2, and there was, I think, Adam was. No, it was not Adam. It was. Steffcher? Was it? No, it wasn't Steffcher. Who won the race? I just forgot. But yeah, that was a feature podium. I have an amnesia. In the sprint, Charles Bertrand, Adam Amat, and Ollie. And yeah, that's it. That's it for today. We will be finishing right now. I'm quite tired. I've been working all the weekend, so this is why I'm not at my best shape. But I think I will be back for the next race with a slightly better form and slightly better racing, hopefully with a grid closer to what we had at Charlotte, as we had 21 drivers back in the day, which is last week. And we will going to have a break. It's 1 week break. Next week, no stream, no racing. In 2 weeks, another round. And let me see what it is. What's the next round? The next round is Sebring. So we are back to US, hopefully for some decent racing. And then we will be doing Red Bull Ring, Monza, driver vote, Navarra, Hungaroring, and the final race at Long Beach. So quite a lot of racing. The black screen is because I messed up the overlay, which is it's not going. Yeah, perfect. So I need to fix it, but yeah, we still have 5 rounds to go. Half of a calendar is done. Break week is next week. My name is Mikołaj Skulski. I was commentating for you, and I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. So we'll be back in 2 weeks.